It's not everyone's cup of tea to consume an entire podcast. That's why, welcome to The Ranveer Show's highlights channel, DRS Clips. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. You're an experienced professional. You worked across industries. What are the 5 skills that one needs to actually make money in life, according to you? And ideally, probably, could you name 5 skills that they don't teach you in school or college, which you've just learned along the way? Or 5 traits, which have probably worked for you in your own journey of building your career, building all this equity, wealth, etc., etc.
Good question. Number 1, I would say, would be to think out of the box and explore new territories, because that's often where you have the biggest opportunities. And number 2 would be to nurture your relationships. Very important. You don't know when you're going to need one person, during your journey. So that's something that I have done and that I continue to do on a regular basis. And number 3 would be to keep inventing yourself, to learn new things. Don't get stuck in like one place. And if there is something, even though you're not actually are passionate about it, it could be interesting and good for you to learn about it so that you can make a difference in that particular space as well. Number 4 would be to have mentors. I think there are so many people that have, of course, done many things. They failed and they, exceeded and excelled in various industries. So for me, mentors have been an important part. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person that you can actually have your personal, one-on-one with. You can listen to mentors. You can listen to, podcasts with, yourself, Tim Ferriss, etc., and you can learn so much from them. And number 5 would still be thinking, ahead of the game and thinking for the future, because you would want to do something that you're proud of in the future. So, what are you going to tell your, grandchildren one day that you built or that you did? How did you contribute to, positive climate or culture, or whatever it is that you feel very strongly for. So think long term as well, and make things that will make you proud and people after you proud as well.
Now, while you put forth a deep mindset, I do have a shallow point to add, which I really bat for, because I see, especially Indian guys, do this wrong. They don't focus on presentation. They don't focus on how they dress. They don't focus on the shoes they wear, how well they're groomed. In some cases, people don't really know what to say where. And I'm talking very generally. Of course, it's all mixed and there's some very well-spoken Indian guys out there. But I feel this whole angle. Have you seen the movie Hitch with Will Smith? There needs to be a Hitch kind of figure, which Beerbai says was trying to do 2-3 years ago, who teaches, especially Indian guys, how to present themselves. Because I've seen that's a skill that's just, I won't say it's gotten me far in my career, but it's helped lubricate situations for me. Where I've needed that little extra help in order to be memorable for someone, in order to sell something better. Just being well-dressed has helped. For example, when we started Monk Entertainment, people didn't take us seriously in our sales pitches, even though we were well-dressed and all. So then I kept asking myself, okay, what's the root cause of this? And I figured that they didn't want to work with younger guys. We were 23, 24. So it was a little weird for them to just give us a big contract. So I started wearing suits for the meetings and everything changed.
But that's interesting, because I also feel, of course, it's extremely important to, take care of yourself and, take care of your presence and be representable, the way that you look and the way that you talk, which you could, again, learn from a lot of the mentors that, you could listen to or meet or, interact with or observe for that matter. But also when I feel sometimes when it comes to if you're wearing, if you dress up too much, putting a suit on, trying to do a sales pitch, etc., you always also want to stick truly to who you are, because if you're trying to be someone else, a person like me would totally, pick
that
up.
On that. Okay.
But yes, very important, of course. Take care of yourself in the best possible, possible way, and that starts off by I would say number 1 is exercising, meditating, sticking to your routine, being a nice person,
Got it. That sets the tone for the rest of it.
That sets the tone. If you do that, automatically, I think you will look good and be presentable. But obviously, you need to wear something more presentable. But having
Yeah.
a tie and having a suit, it's definitely not the way
Hmm.
to think about it.
No,
It's
fair.
about
Uh,
what's behind it.
yeah. I kind of also meant just get your basics right in terms of dressing. Like, focus on clean shoes,
Yeah,
focus on
yeah,
well-ironed
yeah.
clothes,
Yeah,
dress appropriately for situations.
have lovely hair like you have, etc.
Thank you. I would say the same about you. Like, you're such a presentable person. That's what people pick up about you a lot. I don't know if I think you're aware of this. You're self-aware enough to know that.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I don't always look at myself in the mirror and say, "Oh my God, I'm not presentable," but I really appreciate when people give me a compliment like that.
Like you put thought into it. It's a part of the Cecilia brand. I feel your brand kind of stays with you even based on, where you go, not just digitally, but physically where you go, you're carrying a brand there. So something I picked up from you, like just observing you, how the way you carry yourself, plus the way you treat people around you.